Alright, it feels so good to be home. We're back at Sony. How does it feel?
Back like we never left.
We're back like we never. In case you didn't know, this is this is like our home. We're here all the time.
Wrote him a goodbye letter today.
Yeah, have you got any upcoming projects coming in the future?
So my second single, Street Dreamin, is with Kendrick Lamar, and that's really starting to pick up. We're shooting a video for that next week, and I'm really excited about that. And then my album is coming out in a couple months.
Yeah.
Got this record that I did with K. Coke called My Time, and it's really sick.
Yeah, we was doing a bit of stalking on your Instagram. We saw some of the
really
pictures.
Coming together.
You was stalking. I was just watching normally.
Oh, okay. Watching normally and stalking.
Yeah,
dribbling.
I throw you under the bus. He was stalking too. You were watching him normally stalk me, by the way. But really looking forward just to my album coming out, man. It's taken me 2.5 years to really perfect it, and there's so many songs that I felt like were album worthy that I felt like were almost too good for this first project, that I was like, this is too juicy, I gotta save that for the next album.
Oh, serious?
But yeah, I went to work. I really went to work on this project. I'm an open book, and so for me, everything just flowed naturally for me with what I wanted to talk about. But I went through a really terrible breakup, so I felt like this album needed to touch on every aspect, every facet of
Pull
that.
your heart out.
Yeah, just before I get into like, oh, I'm so happy I'm in love again, and then people are gonna be like, what you talking about, girl? You lying?
No,
So I just felt like, okay, let me keep it consistent, and I can't wait to put it out and keep coming back to London. I'm trying to come back to Wireless.
There seems to be like a resurgence of R&B artists in the scene right now. You've got the likes of Miguel, Janae Eiko, The Weeknd. I mean, how does it feel? Like, do you think it's a good thing for R&B right now? Like, the importance of it. Do you think this is like a really, really good thing for it?
I do. I feel like R&B in general is in a great place, and I think we're all trying to sort of collaborate with sort of a new age R&B that kind of touches on more of an eclectic feel.
Yeah.
More so like a Prince. I think Miguel is channeling Prince in every one of his records. I think Kaleidoscope Dream is a phenomenal emo project, really.
A lot of people say I'm channeling Miguel right now.
A little bit.
So I might be channeling a bit of Prince.
I'm not mad at that. I would probably say more Miguel than Prince. You don't have platforms on, boo. You got on Jay.
I know, and I can't play instruments, unfortunately. Yeah.
I know. We'll get you platforms for your next homecoming to Sony.
So, is there any other artists on the come up that you're feeling right now?
Who am I loving right now? Who do I really love? I really love Luke James. Luke James is a good friend of mine, but he is just such a beast of a vocalist.
Seen his new visual as well.
Oh my gosh,
really
he's
good.
Just so good, and he's going on tour with Beyonce for a couple of her dates out here in Europe. So I'm pumped for him. We're in like a little conglomerate of artists, you know what I mean? It's myself, it's Luke James, Stacey Barth, Leah LaBelle, Ray Vaughn, like we all consider, and Elle Varner, we all consider ourselves like this kind of freshman class of artists that are all kind of have the same camaraderie, and it's dope, it's really dope. So there's no pressure to be like, Luke knows the deal, but he's definitely tried to sing my pants off, and it hasn't worked. So he knows.
But you just had to put him in place.
I've had to put him in place.
Speaking of the song you said with Kendrick, the one you've got out, it's funny because you was actually looking at that yesterday, wasn't we? And we actually saw your birthday footage. Yeah, we saw we gave him a little slow grind to the floor, came up, saw Rita in there.
It was my birthday, man.
Doozy everywhere, living a good life.
I had to live it up. It was my birthday.
But we was actually listening to we was watching the video, obviously. We had to know what was going on within the video, but we was actually listening and we heard the song and we never heard it before. We was thinking, what is this?
Shazam.
Really?
What's this?
But then we actually downloaded Funk Master Flex's mixtape and we heard the whole song, and it is a monster of a track, having Kendrick on it. You gotta be excited about that.
That was so much fun, to be honest. We did the record, and as soon as I heard it, I was like, yo, we gotta put Kendrick on this. We gotta get Kendrick. Just because the music, the way that it moves, and the sample in the track is from a Tupac record.
Okay.
So I was like, if we're doing a Tupac
Why didn't I know that? I was a big Tupac fan. Why didn't I know that?
It has to be a Tupac. It was a Tupac sample. I was like, it has to be. We have to put on somebody that's up and coming, but that's from LA. And he was the only person. Because I mean, I have a lot of friends in LA. I know a lot of the rappers that come out of LA. Yeah. And they're big. Like they have big radio hits, but then they just kind of disappear. And I was like, well, who do we know that would actually make this, like put their stamp on it, and it would be like a really massive song. And Kendrick, I sent it over, and I was like, yo, if you like it, let me know. If it sucks, let me know. Like either way, just keep it a buck, and we'll keep it trucking. And he loved it.
Tell us a little about your fashion interests, what you're usually into, because I was on your Instagram again. Sorry, and I saw like the Giuseppe heels, and we know you're like high on your heels. So
I am.
Anything else?
I hate heels, to be honest. I wear them because I'm at the age now where I can't get away with wearing sneakers every day. But it sucks.
Got the sneakers on now. Get them.
I have my J's on now, but I
Concords.
I do have my Pierre Hardy Fox fur boots in the bag for
when
I need to storm.
Okay.
But I do feel like overall, I like to combine a lot of tomboy stuff with being really chic, and I don't want it to ever be too cute, like too youthful. I wear a lot of black too. I'm from New York, so it's all black everything for most of the time.
The DNA, it has to be.
It's my DNA. It's just a New York staple. And coming to London, it works out perfectly because the weather is perfect for the all black jacket.
Definitely.
And leathers and furs.
Do you want to run us through some of your accessories? Because I can see you've got quite I'm big on accessories.
Okay, so remember I told you I'm in this we have this little conglomerate of R&B kids called the Jackets. And so we all have a little bullet that's a little jacket on our chain. So we all wear one of these. My nameplate, just because I gotta keep a little hood fresh. And what else do I have on? They always make me take a chain or two off before I leave the house, so I don't look like Mr. T. But this is a little sailboat that I really like. I don't know why I have that. I love that. A little Cobra ring.
Before we close things, where can people find you? Do you want to plug it out to the cameras?
So yeah, definitely. You have to follow me on Twitter. Yeah. It's at They Call Me BK. My Instagram is Eyes of BK. I was gonna let Suave go ahead and tell you what my Instagram was, but I'm gonna do it myself. It's Eyes of BK. You can download my free EP Every Girl on BridgetKelly.com, and special delivery is on iTunes. Street Dreamin will be on iTunes within the next couple weeks, so definitely check that out.
That's been Mitch and Suave. This has been Bridget Kelly. On Waves. Say bye to the people. Bye.